How to make cold DMs that slap? That's a good question, and I'm gonna answer this as best as I possibly can today. But if you don't know who I am, my name is Sani. I've been running a B2B company, a B2B agency for the last 2 years and 4 months. I have a business partner, his name is Thomas. But generally, we've been helping agency owners, so marketing companies, 11 to 100 employees, build outbound ecosystems into their company. We also work with consultants, coaches, these sorts of people, and I also help people who are, let's say making less than 30K a month, build the system internally, right? So that's another thing that I do. But I'm gonna show you exactly how to make cold DMs that slap and the way we do, literally the method we've used to get our agency to, multiple five figures a month, and not even that, book thousands of appointments using this method, okay? And this, I'm not gonna give you any shiny thing. I'm not gonna give you any script in this video. I'm not gonna give you any single strategy. I'm gonna give you the fundamentals and I'm gonna show you the winning flow. Of course, I'm also gonna give you like exactly the strategy we're using right now, but this can change. If you understand the fundamentals, you're set. You don't need anything else, really. You can test the things out yourself. You can create your own stuff. And that stuff is going to work long term, and this is how you make real fucking money in this shit. But let's keep it to the point. Fundamentals, all right? So there are three things. Appointment is the North Star, right? Appointment is what we're optimizing for. Remember, your only job is to sell the appointment, not your service or not your product at this stage. You're not here selling them, your marketing retainers. You're not here selling them your coaching services. You're here selling the appointment to discover if they are a good fit for your product. This is our goal here, right? And there's more to this statement. Appointment is the North Star. And what does that mean as well? It's the KPI we're optimizing our entire system around, right? So we're not optimizing our system around reply rates. We're not optimizing it about interest and leads. We're optimizing it around appointments. That's the very specific KPI we're aiming for to get it within the KPI, right? So appointment is the North Star. That's the first fundamental. Good offer equals good copy. That's it. Risk reversal, proof, unique mechanism, and time frame. That's what makes a good offer in outbound. These are the couple of things that I've seen. I would say the biggest things are risk reversal and the unique mechanism. All right. Proof is also a huge one, right? I mean, all of these are important. I would say this one is the least important, right? This one is the least important. I would even go as far to say that the risk reversal is the most important one, and then would go proof. So the second, this is first, second, third, and the last. This is how I would categorize it. Now, it's a numbers game, right? This is the third fundamental. Rejections don't matter in the big realm. The more you send, the more you get. Super simple, right? This is like, if I could just say one thing, I would say this. It's a numbers game. This is it. When you send 1,000 messages and 1,000 people are getting introduced to your company every single day and looking to your company, at least one of them is going to book an appointment at a bare minimum. And if one of them books an appointment, if you get 30 appointments a month, you can sign 5-10 people. That's it. As simple as that. Now we have to talk about building your winning flow. So we have our strategy right here. I could open up a document, but let me just show you the general flow that we use for this cold SMS stuff. Initial message opener, this is essentially it. This is how we open up the statement. This is just what I call the initiator number one. And then we have the cold follow-up number one, which is the CTA, and then the cold follow-up number two, which is the case study, right? So right here, before we send the next message, I would wait a couple of hours. So let's just say 2 hours for the sake of this. We have our VAs. They just, they have a regular process. It's not like a set time because we do the DMs manually to not get restricted. On Instagram specifically. On LinkedIn, you can do a lot of different stuff. You can use AimFox, you can use HeyReach, all of these tools. So we would normally wait 2 hours right here. And then between these two, we would wait about 2 days. All right. And the way you structure this out, and I can even show you right here. Let's get into this. I want to show you this right here. Let's have it right there, as you can see. All right, awesome. So the direct catalyst strategy number two. This is what I give to my done with you clients. So basically, where I'm helping them build this internally. Agencies doing less than 30K a month. As you can see, is the initiator script right here. Okay, and you can just take this as you want. This is what we use. So hey, it's Anna here. I know this is random, ha. I'm also in the agency space, and I was wondering if you're open to taking on more clients for your company XYZ Marketing. And then we would wait, you know, typically about 15 minutes. That's all we do, but realistically it's better to wait like 2 hours. Our VA waits 15 minutes because they're, you know, on the phone, just, you know, making sure that they can do as much as volume as possible. This is what we're ultimately optimizing for. So the follow-up CTA looks like this. So I would be able to help achieve the desired result, right? So I would be able to help you send more customers over in the next couple of weeks, just the way we've done it for one of our clients, Zurich-based marketing agency, or we could also say Sopi.pl, a Polish marketing agency. We added 50K in MRR. Are you available next Tuesday in the afternoon or Thursday morning for a short 15-minute call? Here's my schedule if that's easier. So we also add our cal.com link. And then we wait 2 days right here to send the cold follow-up number 1, which is the meme right here. You know, we have this meme right here. You can just use whatever you want, but this is just a pattern interrupt. And this is how the journey of a cold leads looks in our agency. Now, that's pretty much it. This is what I wanted to cover for today. This should be very valuable. Now, if you are an agency owner, consultant, coach, or an operator, a growth operator, there's gonna be a link in the description. You can book a one-on-one call with me, and we're just gonna go over to see if you could potentially be a good fit. No worries if not, you know, this is not my main way I get clients. I primarily do it with outbound and using my appointment setters. But generally, if you're looking to get more customers and you want to build this internally, or you want to have an agency like ours build this into your company, and run this smoothly to get you 30 to 50 qualified appointments a month, you can book the call in the description. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.